Yes, friends and neighbors, you read it right. There are other things I nerd out to besides Star Wars. But, hi. Good to have you here, as always. You know the deal, whether you're a new viewer or a returning viewer. Always glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hope your week is going well, or your weekend, whenever you're watching this. Alright. Change of pace for this one. Like I said, this is not Star Wars related, but as with every unboxing, there is a backstory to this. I grew up in the 80s. Big fan of a lot of stuff from that. I was a big fan of Transformers back in the day. Generation 1 was the jam. You know, the original lineup. You had Optimus Prime, you had Megatron, Starscream, all of those wonderfully colorful characters. I was a fan of both the cartoon and the toys, but I had a bunch of the toys. The animated movie came out. You had that whole new lineup and all the other ones that came after it. You had the Triple Changers. I think both the I know one of the Decepticon, there was a 6-changer. They even had an Autobot do the same thing. The Headmasters, the Target Masters, all that Generation 1 for the win. And then around 93 or so, they changed it up. And I don't remember the full story behind it. Well, I remember the story behind one particular line of Generation 2. I don't remember the exact name of it, but the storyline was the Autobots and the Decepticons were running out of Energon, so they found a more plentiful source, and they converted themselves to use this source instead of Energon. But in doing so, they lost the ability to transform. So instead of them transforming, they had vehicles that transformed, and they would ride the vehicles. And I was like, I'm out. At that point, I was like, nope. That's where I get off. It's been fun. Thanks for the memories. I'll stick with Generation 1. But fast forward to present day. Alright? If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw a photo that I posted of a shelf in my bedroom with some nerd stuff. A couple of Funko Pops, a couple of Star Wars stuff. I got my Voltron all set up. The shelf is kind of empty though. It needs more. Every now and then I'll pop in on eBay to take a look around at the stuff that I've liked. Whether it be Star Wars or whatever. Just to see what's out there. There have been a few things I've taken a shot on. Haven't panned out. But about a week ago, I found a Transformer. Not one of the refurbished ones that are out there either. This was according to the posting and from what I saw in the photos, it was an original Generation 1 Transformer. And at the time that I found it, there was about 5 hours left in the bidding. And nobody had placed a bid yet. So I took a shot. Well, first of all, I looked at it. The photos, it looked in decent shape. The description said that it had been in a storage bin for, a good number of years. So away from the elements and whatnot. The seller had a 100% rating on eBay through a bunch of transactions. That was always a good sign. So I took a shot and I put in the bid. And then I kept an eye on it to make sure that I wouldn't get sniped. That nobody else would sneak in and put the winning bid in at the last second. I was the only one who ended up bidding on this. Part of that, I think part of the reason is because it was a Transformer with all the stuff, but it didn't have the box. That might have had something to do with it. I wasn't worried about that. I didn't want the box. I wanted what was inside the box. Okay? I'm not that kind of collector. I won't say how much my bid was, which ended up being the winning bid. I will say it was a lot less than I thought it would be compared to other similar items that have been for sale. Let's put it this way. The bid I put in was cheaper than one of the basic LGT sabers. Okay? So I was comfortable with it. A couple of days after my bid was the winner, it shipped out. It's taken a few days. Here it is. And I'm hoping that this turns out to be as good as it looks like it was. But this is a Transformer that was actually I've been looking for a while. I would be hoping to get. Over time, I probably would have settled for the reissue, but I was hoping I would be able to get the original. This was the very first Transformer that I ever owned. So we're talking some serious nostalgia here. We have bubble wrap, which is a good sign. I am really hoping that I didn't get hosed. And it doesn't look like I got hosed. Yes, I'm smiling. I think this bargain is going to be the real deal. Like I said, I'm not worried about there not being a box, because I didn't want the box. This is going to be on display. That's the second half of it. And this gentleman really seemed to do a good job with securing this thing. Oh yeah. Come on. Oh, the tape. You're killing me, dude. You're killing me. Okay. I'll be careful not to cut myself. That would be the end all be all, wouldn't it? YouTuber slices himself while he's doing a video. Alright. See. There we go. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I give you the one and the only Soundwave Generation 1, not the reissue. And from what I can see, yep, that works. Yep. Looks like we're in good shape. I will transform this guy in a minute. I'm going to leave him right there. Hello, old friend. Yes, I'm nerding out. You don't understand the nostalgia that comes with this. I'm serious. This was... I remember going to a birthday party. This was after Transformers had come out. I went to a birthday party for a school friend. And the kid had a bunch of them. Soundwave was the one I zeroed in on. And that was the one that I wanted. That was the very first one that I got. I saved up, I bought it with my own money, with my allowance. Now we also have, I said it came with everything but the box. We also have, yep. There's no instructions, but I don't need them. We got Buzzsaw. And Buzzsaw's looking in pretty good shape, I gotta say. Nothing seems out of whack. Now I can tell that this was not the reissue because I've seen Soundwave's weaponry on the reissue. These look different. These, of course, are the missiles that he fires. Either that or part of the guns or whatever. On the reissue, these look different. They don't look like this. These are the original. And it should... So this is supposed to be resembling one of the batteries. They go in the back. Yep. Goes in there no problem. See if it shoots. Okay, maybe it doesn't. You know what? Whatever. It clicks in. Maybe I'm not pressing down on it enough. Whatever. Small potatoes, if that's the only thing wrong with this. See about buzzsaw here. Yep. There we go. There's the sidekick. And it's not even dusty. This guy apparently, he really must have kept this thing in a bin, sealed away from everything, because I'm not seeing either that or he cleaned it off before he shipped it, but I'm not, there's no blemishes, there's no scratches. And if you know the history, they have the that little black label. And if I remember correctly, first of all, let me see if I can get it to reveal. Hold on a minute. I think you either have to rub it or yep. I think maybe the heat from pressing down activates it. If I remember correctly, the reason that they eventually started selling the Transformers with that particular label, I don't know if you can see it well enough. It's there. Let me see if it shows up on Soundwave better. The reason Hasbro started selling the Transformers with that particular label is, I think, because bootleg versions were starting to show up at flea markets and whatnot. So to make sure that you knew that you were buying an official Transformer, it had the special decal that after you rubbed it enough, yeah. Now you can see it. Decepticons without the Decepticon logo, Autobots without the Autobot logo. That's how you knew you got the real deal and not a knockoff. And it should pop in. There we go. All right, transform buzzsaw one more time, and then I'll get Soundwave all trussed up and ready for display. Yep, I'm happy. All right. So if I remember how to do this, the legs go out like that. And there's his feet. He stands up like that. His arms swing out. Push those down. Out come his hands. Yep, he still poses. So I'm going to put his bazooka on the shoulder. I'm going to put his other bazooka in his hand. And of course, the head. There's Soundwave. Generation 1. The real deal. Hello, old friend. Yes, I'm a geek. I'm a nerd. Deal with it. But I'm very happy. Very, very happy. This will definitely go up on my shelf in a place of honor. And I will keep him safe. Nothing's going to happen to this guy. But that'll do it for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope this brought back some memories for you. Those of you who grew up in the 80s as well. Maybe you still have your Transformers. Yeah. It's all good. Alright. What more do I need to say other than I will see you in the next video. As always, until then, please be good, be well, be safe, be happy.